These are 15 chilling last moments of celebrities. Liam Payne. One Direction's quiet backbone had spoken openly about struggling since the band's breakup, dealing with addiction and mental health issues. On October 16, 2024, his very last Instagram post was showing off his beautiful Argentinian hotel room.
Morning, everybody. Here's a little video of me. It's rude to put hats on the table.
Sorry.
Is this your hat?
Yeah.
Children. It's a lovely day here.
He fell from its balcony only a few hours later. Steve Irwin. He was filming an underwater documentary, and then tragedy struck. Steve was one of the first people to ever make wildlife conservation seem cool. In September of 2006, he was killed by a stingray. The last photo ever taken of him was moments before he got in the water. Paul Walker. After spending a week doing charity relief work for Typhoon Haiyan survivors, Paul got into his friend's Porsche and died shortly after when the car lost control at high speeds and hit a tree. The last footage of Paul is from when he got in the car. Chadwick Boseman. In the middle of filming Black Panther and 3 other movies, Chadwick was diagnosed with cancer. He privately battled colon cancer for nearly 4 years before his death. The last footage the public has of him is from an Instagram post shortly before his death.
I can't think of a better time to remember my hero, and he's the hero of many of you out there, than this time that we're in, this pandemic. I can't think of a better way to commemorate it.
Heath Ledger. He finished The Joker and never got to see how iconic the role became. Heath completed The Dark Knight only months before his death in 2008. He was found unresponsive in his apartment, having accidentally combined medications. The last known photo of him walking in the NYC streets. Cameron Boyce. In July of 2019, Cameron went to sleep and tragically never woke up. Only 4 weeks after he wrapped filming Descendants 4, the young star died from a seizure caused by his epilepsy. The last photo ever taken of him was from a few hours before he passed. Princess Diana. The most popular, but one of the most controversial royals ever, Diana was being chased when the crash happened. She spent her final years fighting for landmine bans and STI awareness. The establishment hated her. The last known photo of Diana is in the car before the crash.
It was a relatively minor bump, but it raised the question, was the Princess of Wales wearing a seatbelt? She had been, according to Buckingham Palace, but travelling in the rear of the car to an engagement in South London, the Princess had taken it off as the car turned onto private property.
Queen Elizabeth. She was working just 2 days before she died. At 96, Queen Elizabeth met with the Prime Minister and was photographed smiling next to her. She passed away peacefully at Balmoral Castle not long after the last photos of her were taken. Carrie Fisher. Only 15 minutes before her plane landed, she collapsed. Princess Leia was a Hollywood icon and a serious mental health advocate. She suffered from cardiac arrest on a plane flight from London to LA in 2016. The last known photo of her was meeting a fan on the way to her flights. Chester Bennington. He sang at his best friend's funeral, and only 2 months later, he was gone. At only 41 years old, Chester lost a lifelong battle with mental health. The frontman for Linkin Park left an unbelievable mark on music. The last known photo of him was taken when he was happiest, with his family. Kobe Bryant. Only a night before he passed away, Kobe texted LeBron to congratulate him. In January of 2020, he boarded a helicopter in foggy conditions, and both he and his daughter Gianna, along with several other passengers, died in its crash. The last photo of him was taken by fans before the flight. Avicii. One of the most legendary EDM DJs of all time, Avicii struggled with mental health issues and being overworked throughout his entire career. In April of 2018, he was found dead at only 28. The last known photo of him was taken with his sister. Michelle Trachtenberg. She told friends there was nothing wrong, but sadly, there was. Michelle passed away in her Manhattan apartment in February of 2025 at only 39. She had undergone a liver transplant and was dealing with diabetes. The last photo of her was taken shortly before. Alan Rickman. Everyone's favorite secret good guy from Harry Potter. Alan played Snape, along with many other notable roles in his life. In 2016, he sadly passed away after a quiet battle with pancreatic cancer. His last photo was taken not long before. Matthew Perry. He was one of everyone's favorite members of the Friends cast, but he spent years in distress. After a long battle with addiction, he wrote a memoir about it. In October of 2023, he was found unresponsive in his hot tub at 54. The last photo of him is from that very night.